Kann ich denn hier überhaupt reden oder musst du dann immer so furchtbar lachen, wenn ich jetzt
Das fragst du nicht, was ich
Englisch spreche? Ja, das weiß ich auch noch nicht. Das kommt so on the go, weißt du? Hi everyone and welcome back to Linda Libra Loca. Today is another inspired by video and I decided to do a talk through tutorial this time because yeah, I pretty much like to talk. And the look I choose is the makeup for the MAC Spellbinder collection, and to be honest, I'm not that much into Halloween, but I think I have to start getting into Halloween because I have little kids now, and yeah, I think I could wear this look, pull that off, even though it's a holiday collection for the Mad Witch or something like that. And I'm going to start by mapping out the shape of the eye, and I'm using as a base a Shiseido Shimmering Cream Eye Color in the color BL711. And I have no clue if this is available, and usually I apply those with my fingers, but for precision I'm going to take a brush this time. And that goes on the other third. You can use any bluish cream or better teal cream if you have one. One goes above the crease right over there. And I think I need a more precise brush for the fine work. Okay, so I switched to a fine brush, a liner brush to be honest, for the detail work. And I'm looking completely crazy right now, but bear with me, it's going to get better. While that dries, I'm going to take my MAC Quad and I'm going in with the color Flip, which is just a gold, and apply that to the inner corner of the eye. The model is just wearing a greenish based gold, and that's the closest that I have. It's a little too warm for this look, but hey. We are going to make it work. And to connect to the upper part, to the wing line, I'm going to go in with the color Aztec Brick, which is a lovely, saying lovely quite a lot, which is a bronze color, copper bronze color, and just apply that on the upper part right here, connecting it to the blue. Okay, now for the mix and match part. I have 3 different bluish greenish eyeshadows. All of them are by MAC. I think most of them are no longer available, but they're similar colors. They are dupable. And at first, I'm using the lightest lime green color and applying that on the inner part where the transition to the gold is happening, because there is a golden greenish tint. Like that. I already look like a peacock. I'm using this green shade and apply it along the lower lash line like I would winged liner, and on the upper part leaving just hint of blue in the middle. To blend everything in, I'm going in with this tealish color. It's more blue than a real teal, and soften the edges a little. There's not much blending going on in this look. Just to soften everything, I'm using this color, which is called Manila Paper, and lightly, very lightly, run it along the outer edges. Liner, just a thin line. I need to grab my mirror for that because I just can't do it otherwise. And the liner starts right in the inner corner, but it's very, very thin, just thickening the lash line. And I'm facing the same problem. I just can't talk when I do liner. Sorry for the awkward silence. I guess if my husband would watch this, he's sitting over there smiling, he'd enjoy the silent parts the most because I'm constantly talking. Lots of mascara, obviously. Lancome's Grandiose, which is really, really almost dried out, but is among the best for drama without putting on falsies. And yes, tons and tons and tons of mascara. That does not look like a witch, but like crazy. I'm not going to say that loud out on camera. I'm using a newest acquisition, the Sephora concealer, which is pretty light on me, just for my dark circles. And not from the back of my hand, from the back of my arm right now, otherwise it would be green and blue, to conceal these pesky spots. They aren't spots really anymore, but whenever I get these deep set hormonal spots, you see, when it is that time of the month, they dry out after a few days of harassing me and then leave a mark, and that mark stays forever. And for actual foundation, because I don't have anything that is as white as the model is, and yeah, that's part of the effect of the look, I'm going to use my shade adjusting drops by the Body Shop in the color Lightening, simply all over my face, which is something I have never done before. So I'm not sure which technique will be the best. I think the Beauty Blender finish will be too soft, so I'm trying to use a flat top dense kabuki. Going to stipple that on. There. Now I look like a complete maniac. That's the great thing about Halloween, I think, that you can get away with wearing something like that out on the streets without the neighbors calling 911 and fearing for your mental health and the safety of your children. Maybe that's because I don't like Halloween that much, because I feel like doing YouTube and playing around with makeup, I wear crazy stuff most of the year. I don't really need a special occasion for that. Finish is way too dewy. She has some lovely matte finish. Again, lovely. Let's not make it a drinking game. Otherwise, you'd be completely boozed up by the time I finish. Then again, that could be what you want. I need to somehow get rid of my eyebrows, but preferably not in a permanent way, because the model just has none. They are just completely erased. I feel like if I now draw in my eyebrows in a very thin line, I look like Boy George. Not a look I usually go for. Now I'm going to go in with the Clarins loose powder and just powder everything down, because matte is the way to go. Lips. Lips are pretty easy, I hope. I'm just going to cancel them out using a nude lip liner. What I'm using is by MAC, the Naked liner, but yeah, you can use pretty much any nude lip liner. Something every woman above her 30s should have in her repertoire, because those lip lines are no joke. And then I'm using the Clarins Instant Light Lip Perfector in the color 01, just a light pink, and I don't really like them because they're so little pigmented, but that's exactly what I want for the look. Usually this is where the posing part comes in, but if you have seen the ad, you know that the posing will be quite, yeah, she's just looking down and has some props. Be right back. As a little sneak peek, my husband has kindly agreed to take the pictures, and the picture you're going to see now, and obviously have seen in the thumbnail, will be created with this look, this hat, and this scarf. Wait, I'm back. wearing crazy hat because I just realized while looking at the picture to see how I was going to pose that I forgot to do my lower lash line. So I basically just repeated off camera. I put the blue cream eyeshadow by Shiseido underneath my eye, put some gold in the inner corner, and Swimming by MAC as a transition color.